As we've talked about in other of these webinars, we've talked about glycocalyx, the endothelial glycocalyx, the endothelium of the blood vessels, etc. We've done whole programs on that. And I have taught cardiovascular trainings for acupuncturists where I've spent a lot of time looking at the issues of the endothelial glycocalyx. Now, again, this wasn't even known until the 60s. And then it was only known by people doing research, electron microscopes, looking at the inner structure of the blood vessels. By inner, I mean inside, where the blood flows. And only in the last 10 years have I actually heard anyone, Western doctor, alternative doctor, naturopath, etc., actually talking about the endothelial glycocalyx. Now, over the next few months, you're going to hear it everywhere you go. Everybody's going to talk about the glycocalyx. Doesn't mean they can fix it. It just means that now they're aware that there's a thing. And it is the primary protective structure for the blood vessels. So you've got this big, thick arterial wall, very muscular, and then you have a one-cell thick lining, that's the endothelium. And then coming off of that endothelium is an organ, I'm going to call it, that really looks like seaweed being moved by the tides of your blood. And that's the glycocalyx. And that's the protective element. And you can barely see it here. This is kind of small. But here on the left, you're going to see a healthy artery, and you can see these little things come out here into the flow, and that's the glycocalyx. And that captures the bad stuff and helps the good stuff. And that can be measured, which is by something called glycocalyx-related perfused, by measuring the glycocalyx-related perfused boundary region, or the PBR.